I have with me China Brickey. She's an actress.
Hi.
Hi. And we have her interviewing today on the Global Dig. She's originally from Chicago, Illinois, and she had moved to the Twin Cities in 2015 to be an acting apprentice over at Children's Theater. And so, China, in Kate Hamil's version of Pride and Prejudice, you worked with actors Neil Beckman and Alex Gaelic, and both those actors played female and male roles. How fun was it to work alongside them?
Oh, it was a blast. I feel everyone in the cast is so smart and so sweet. It's really it's been an incredible experience. It's been really fun working with the gender bending and the it's brought a lot of creativity out of everybody, and it was just such a warm, fun room, but also just really their skill in making these people we're not really calling attention to the fact that they are male or female playing female identifying or male identifying, playing a character who is one or the other. It's more bringing the truth of the character and what the obstacles of being a man or a woman in this world of Regency are. And it's been a blast. They both crack me up, and they're both so kind. It's really great.
Yeah, I bet. It sounds so much fun. And what was the most challenging thing about you playing Elizabeth Bennet?
Really, the most challenging thing, and I've said this before, is being a person of color and being someone who I'm not very small, like skinny. I'm thick, as they say. It is something new for me that I'm starting to be in the center of these love stories. I also played Juliet last January, February in Romeo and Juliet at Park Square. And it's something interesting this is a story that I've loved my whole life. Like, I've loved the Keira Knightley movie. It was a big part of growing up for me, and it was a big struggle trying to tell people that I did belong in the center of the story. And I don't know what it is, but it's you spend a lot of time trying not to apologize for not being what everyone recognizes as the center of the story. But luckily, my struggle very much parallels the struggle she's going through in the play, and so I've gotten to explore a lot of the things that I'm working on in myself, and kind of share that with Lizzie and share that with the audience, and figure out how to tell her story best, using these feelings that I recognize in myself very well, of not feeling as though you fit in the world the way that the media or that the social construct would like you to.
Yeah, and I think you did a really great job. I think you brought your own individuality to that character really well.
And, thank you.
Yeah. And you've been in some pretty big productions, one of which was at the Guthrie. Which role did you play? I believe it was in The Christmas Carol. Which role was that?
Yes, I played Kitty last year in A Christmas Carol.
And do you miss, like, now that it's the holiday season, do you miss playing a part in kind of like a holiday type of play?
Oh, absolutely. That, and Christmas Carol is such a blast too, and everyone is so skilled, and it's such a beautiful show. But I really do, I have my friends who I think I'm gonna go see it sometime soon. But yeah, it's still, I don't know if I miss the holiday aspect of it. I do. It's nice to sing Christmas songs, but you sing Christmas songs from like whenever you start rehearsals, whether it's the end of October to beginning of November, all the way through to sometimes to January. It's Christmas for like 4 straight months.
It really is.
But yes, It is, and I've really enjoyed working on it, and hopefully maybe I'll come back to it in the future. But I've had such a blast working on this play, and I feel like it has such an important message about the rules that we put and the structure that we put on society and the things that we expect of people when it really isn't helpful. And so, I mean, I think it's been really filling to work on this show, and I think it's been fun. And sometimes it's a nice thing to just see a story about people in the holiday season. I mean, I think that, we're humans all year around, and it doesn't stop just because the holidays. Things don't get just sweeter just because it's the holidays. Sometimes it's just a day, and you're just trying to live, whether it's Christmas or, Wednesday.
That brings a very good point, and I appreciate you bringing that forth. And I don't know if this is true with all of Kate Hamil's productions, or if this is just what Park Square had done, but how the set was, some of the setting props and things were on the sidelines of the wings. Was that something like easy to do, or it seemed like a non-traditional approach just to have all the sets on the side there?
Yeah, well, it's not directly asked for in the script, and it was definitely intimidating. Where we walked in the first day, and they're like, "So we're not going to have a set." We're like, there's something because it's nice to the costume and having the set really help you like believe in a world, but it is a lot of us using our imaginations, a lot of suspending our own disbelief. So it's a little extra work. And it doesn't completely specify in the script how the set should be, but because you have the quick switching of characters, it does beg for something less traditional, because you do have to cover everything so quickly and keep everything moving. But that was Lisa Channer's idea, is to have this boxing ring and have all the backstage visible and have us always in sort of a Brechtian way, always present, and it's like tagging in to start playing, start acting, and then leaving, and then becoming, human, or becoming ourselves again, and just coming in and out. And it's been very interesting. It was definitely, we were like, oh, I don't know how it's going to feel to not be able to leave the stage and like have to be like, turn off half my little private, actor time in front of everybody all the time. But it also has been, it's really been fun. It is not nearly as stressful as I thought it would be, for sure. But and it seems like people are really enjoying it. It's kind of fun to share the behind the scenes a little, get a sip of water, check yourself in the mirror, take a deep breath, and hop into a character.
And let the audience you do fun. All those things at the same time.
Yes, right. It's interesting. I don't know what it looks like because I'm doing it, but it feels good. It feels like people are liking it.
Yeah, totally. And then you have a future project coming up, the Redwood at the Jungle Theater in March. Are you excited about that?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's another opportunity to play a character that I have some things in common with. Are you interested in hearing about the plot at all?
Yeah, I would, because I just don't know anything about it at all. I just kind of...
absolutely. Ahead. It's really cool. It's going to be directed by H. Adam Harris, who's a friend of mine, and we performed together. But it's about a young black woman, light-skinned black woman, who's moving in. She's in an interracial relationship with a white boyfriend, and they're moving in together for the first time. And basically they find out that his family used to own her family back before slavery was abolished, and but it is also a comedy, so there is but it again very much explores like what it is to be for people of color, what it is to be a person of color and in an interracial relationship when there's all this history and all your ancestors and a country that has still not overcome racism. I don't know that we ever will, but what is it to be present with each other, knowing all of the baggage that surrounds your relationship and your histories. And I'm very excited. Some great people working on it. I don't know if the cast has been announced, so I don't want to give anything away, but it's another very exciting project, and it's been one in a string of big roles for me. I've been growing a lot as a performer. It's cool.
Yeah, I bet. That sounds so interesting. Well, those are all the questions that I have for you. If you can just stay on for a second, and but I thank you for joining us.